Assalamu alaikum. Let's cook. Asia Maynard goes on a date with a white man, and her family and her children never see her again. People, please send this out to the young black women, the young teenagers, early 20s, early 30s, whatever. Because this thing right here, this situation would happen, it started to become a wave, okay? Poisonous pasta and lobster. Now, people, check this out. Asia Maynard, 29-year-old black woman from Kansas City, Missouri, divorced mother of 4. In February of 2022, Asia Maynard told her family that she was going on a date. Actually, February 18th of 2022. But since our people deal with trauma-based amnesia, let's say that this happened last week. Before heading out on this date, she told her sister she met a new man, she's going to spend some time with him. She said, "I'll be back the next day." Who is this man? Well, this man is a white guy by the name of Isaiah James Crown. Asia didn't know this, but this guy here has a reputation for being a junkie, loser type, white trash bum type. You know, a lot of times these guys get over just due to their whiteness. So Asia goes to hang out with this white man, and the next day, Isaiah James Crown calls 911 and says Asia is not responsive. She's out of it. She's not moving. Police come, ambulance comes, Asia's dead. Her family, they're trying to get in touch with her. She said, "I'll be back the next day." No phone call. She's not responding to anything. They're calling hospitals. They're calling the authorities. They can't get any information. Then they got the news. Asia was found dead. So her family's in shock. They're like, how? Man, she just went on a date. Why didn't anybody contact us and tell us anything? So they're confused, they're upset, they're sad, and people is just that stupid, man. Condolences to the family of Asia Maynard, man. This is a messed up situation. Now, the police said that there are no signs of foul play. They treated this case as a death investigation, not a homicide investigation. The medical examiner later said that Asia Maynard died from a combination of fentanyl and alcohol intoxication. And they said that this was an accidental death. The white man that she's with on this date, Isaiah James Crown, he walks free, living his life to this day. Now, what Asia didn't know about this Isaiah James Crown is he had previously been associated with drug activity and overdoses. These are claims that were made by individuals who actually know Isaiah James Crown. They say, yeah, this guy's known for this, for getting high, and people are overdosing who hang out with him. So Asia's family's like, nah, this can't be true. This ain't real. Why are the authorities curving us? Why aren't they giving us any information? We're asking questions. They're not telling us anything. What's up? Like, what we got to do? So the family takes to social media. Now the story's getting some buzz. News outlets start following the story. They're picking it up. They're picking this story up. Some activists get involved. So now the Asia Maynard death becomes part of a bigger national story, kind of, you know, as much as they're going to do for a black woman, you know. So the advocates, they're pointing towards the statistics saying, listen, these cases with these missing black women, they get less media coverage, you know, than white women, this and that. And the activists are saying that the family deserves transparency in this situation. Y'all not communicating with the family. You should do the right thing regardless of, you know, race or social status or whatever. They're like, this is not right. You're not talking to Asia's family and giving her more information. And the rest, unfortunately, is just entertainment for the news outlets and the media personalities, people. There will be no justice for Asia Maynard unless her family seeks vigilante justice. They know who she was with. The authorities said Asia died because she used drugs. She overdosed. That's it. They're done. They don't care. It's just like that. Now, something about this white man that Asia went out with. His own family came out. They went to the police and said that they are aware of what happened with Asia. And they started talking. White people who know this dude, right? One former classmate of his said that he's responsible for up to 7 other overdose cases. They spoke to friends of this guy, Isaiah. They spoke to his former roommate. Now I'm gonna read what some of these people were saying about Isaiah. Here's somebody named Cameron Keene, who's an ex-roommate of Isaiah. This is what Cameron Keene said. First off, usually I wouldn't say anything. In my friend circle, we usually don't talk like this or nothing because it's considered snitching. The only reason I'm saying this is because my friend died and now this lady died. One of the reasons I'm speaking out is because I also overdosed and nearly died because of him. I was laying on the ground, barely breathing, almost dead. When an ambulance was on the way, he wasn't helping me. He was hiding the stuff. He kept selling the same pills even after our friend died and after I overdosed. Every day I think about our friend. I can't even look his mom in the face. What he's giving people is not what he's telling them. Me, him, and our friend all lived together. We were all hanging out. For this to happen again after our friend dying because of Isaiah's laced stuff, for him to keep giving these to people, it's just no. He's definitely trying to make it known that nobody told you to do this. I blocked his number, but he must have gotten a new phone or something because he reached out from a new number and said that to me just a few days ago after the most recent incident. This kid, Isaiah, me and him go back, but I had to say something. My fiance begged me to say something too. When our friend died because of him, we felt like nobody was trying to listen to what we were saying about him. Somebody has to be held accountable and responsible. We lived together for a whole year. We partied and did all types of drugs together, but then he started hurting people. It's like our lives never mattered to him. So that's what one of Isaiah's close friends said, somebody who actually lived with him. They have friends who died because of him. This is the white dude that Ashley Maynard went out on a date with. Here's another one. Somebody by the name of Mercedes Marie, who's an ex-friend of Isaiah. This is what she said. I knew Isaiah. We went to school together. We all used to hang out with my friend Louis, who passed away because of Isaiah. He's the reason why Louis is not here. I was letting the family know that he is the cause. It's not just my friend that this happened to, it's multiple friends of ours. Louis passed away from an overdose of fentanyl. He received pills from Isaiah. He is very well known in the whole Independence and Kansas City area for this. Everybody knows not to go around him and to just stay far from him. He doesn't really care about anyone except for himself. He's actually showed his face at Louis' funeral for like just 5 minutes, and everyone was shocked that he would even show his face there because he knew he did it. After he showed up, we were all questioning why he would do that to his friend. He was in denial and everything, but he told us that he was going to keep selling them because he didn't want to waste the $300 that he spent on them. Other people died from the pills after as well. Those people were mostly his friends who were older. It's just like more and more people who go around him end up dying. The police did not investigate the situation with Louis at all. He was left at a party. Everyone just left him there to die. Well, these are white people. These are white friends. We have another one. They're giving their names and everything. Somebody by the name of Brittany, who's an ex-friend of Isaiah. This is what Brittany said. He is definitely aware that he has been responsible for people's deaths. The money and the fun. I feel like he's actually having fun from hurting people. He doesn't have any morals. His son will be in the other room crying for him. He would just turn up the music a little bit louder. He just has no morals and no feelings. He definitely knows what he's doing. He's not blind to it. The more he gets away with it, the more he gets satisfaction out of it. He definitely is aware of what he's doing by now. Apparently, Asia, a black woman, mother of 4, she wasn't aware. She just went out on a date with this dude. Now, here's what people in the community are saying. I'm reading something from an article. Asia's friends, families, and hundreds of Kansas City community members are speaking out to say that without a doubt, racism and carelessness of black lives is at play and can explain why the Kansas City Police Department performed virtually no investigation of her death and took so long to notify the Maynard family of her death, or to rigorously investigate the last person to have been in her company, Isaiah Crown, a white man she met earlier, a few days earlier, and who asked her on a date. This wouldn't be the first time that a black woman has been killed following a date with a sketchy white man. In fact, her case is nearly identical to the national story of Lauren Smith Fields. Similar to the Smithfields case, the Kansas City Police Department officers and detectives who are leading Asia's case should be immediately fired for their negligence in covering up Maynard's death, as well as for failing to pursue Isaiah and stop him from murdering more people. Okay, look, man, I'm done reading. Now, listen, this is for the young black women, you know what I mean? Listen real clear. Number one, some people say I'm a hardliner, but it is what it is, man. Don't ever meet up with a man, I don't care who he is, black man, white man, local man, whatever, and go to his house and stay with him. Don't do that. Very dangerous. Do not do that, period. You just meet a man, you go into his house and you staying with him. I don't care what color he is. Have some respect for yourself. You don't know these people. Now, in this case here, meeting up with a white male stranger in his house is very, very dangerous. Is it more dangerous? Yes. You don't know him. He has community protection, Voltron. He could do whatever he want. Turns out this dude is a junkie. Even people from his community are saying it. This guy's terrible. They have friends, multiple friends who died because of this dude. Asia wouldn't know. All she seen was a white man. She's not from the community. There will be no justice for her. You know what I'm saying? But people listen to what the activists and family members who cared about Asia are saying. And I'm going to read it again. Listen to this closely, people. Asia's family, friends, and hundreds of Kansas City community members are speaking out to say that without a doubt, racism and carelessness of black lives is at play and can explain why the Kansas City Police Department performed virtually no investigation of her death and took so long to notify the Maynard family of her death, or to rigorously investigate the last person to have been in her company, Isaiah Crown, a white man she met earlier, a few days earlier, who asked her on a date. Okay, you see that? We already know how white people are going to respond when a black woman dies in the company of a white man. We know this. You know what I mean? It's not going to have you can't keep begging white people to change. They're not going to. So what do? We don't put ourselves in these positions where we know the white man won't be held accountable. You know what I mean? And who was careless about a black life here? That's what white people don't care about, black life. In this situation, Asia Maynard was careless about her black life. She put herself in this dangerous, horrible position. And this is what people are in denial about. I'm not saying she deserved this. I would never say that. But learn from this, okay? Learn from this. Also, it says Isaiah Crown, a white man she met earlier, a few days earlier, who asked her on a date. Listen, man. I wouldn't care what color he is. Don't go meet up with some man at his house talking about you staying the night there. I'll be back tomorrow. This is a woman who had 4 kids. You don't know what that white man might have a dungeon in his basement. It might be like the Philadelphia Gary Heindick, who I did a story on, dug a hole in his basement, had black women down there chained up. She walked right into this. Sometimes you ain't gonna make it out, man. So black people can beg and yell and hope that white people change their behavior and treat us better and say Black Lives Matter. Is never going to happen. Never going to happen. So what do? Stop pulling your hair out, begging white people to change, and you become proactive and worry about your black life. Don't do this stupid stuff right here, man. Same thing happened to Lauren Smith Fields, black woman. She's feeling herself. She actually was bashing black men on social media. Now her black brothers and men of her family are still trying to get justice for her. Feeling herself. Went on a date with the white man, dead. He's walking around living his life. People get in the comments easy.